There are some careers that remind us of what slow-burning mastery looks like. Over 35 years in law, every courtroom you can think of, from the High Court to tribunals and everything in between, he has not just been there, he has left his mark.
That's what, basing on my experience, now I want to enter the boardrooms. So that I feel what reacting with my clients when they come to me with some legal issues, that there is a little gap or experience between what happens in the court and what is there in the boardroom or on administration side. I think there is little understanding to be there on the boardroom side. So I feel that I can fill up that because I know I have an experience of what the things are being or how the things are handled at the court level.
Hello everyone, welcome back to FaceTime with Leaders by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm your host Sunny Pancholi, and today's guest is someone whose journey I have genuinely been looking forward to unpacking with you. You know, in a world obsessed with overnight success, there are some careers that remind us of what slow-burning mastery looks like. Over 35 years in law, every courtroom you can think of, from the High Court to tribunals and everything in between, he has not just been there, he has left his mark. So today, we are not just talking legal battles, we are diving into what it means to serve justice across decades of change, to adapt, to keep learning, and to keep showing up. Let's get into it. Advocate N. Vinesh Raj, welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. We are honored to have you with us.
Thank you, Mr. Sunny, for inviting me on your show. I also thank the Directors Institute for providing me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Great. So, Mr. Vinesh, let's start at the very beginning, not the resume version, but the real story. So, what first drew you to law, and how did your journey take shape from there?
Right from my schooling or college days, I wanted to become an advocate. I was working towards it, and then I completed my law. Then I joined the profession in 1986. I am enrolled in the then Andhra Pradesh Bar Council. Now it is Telangana Bar Council. So I'm enrolled in Telangana Bar Council. I'm practicing in Hyderabad basically. Sometimes I also go to some other cities in India. Yes.
All right. Okay, so Mr. Vinesh, being appointed as a Senior Special Public Prosecutor by the CBI isn't just an honor, it's a serious trust. Could you share what that role demanded of you that was uniquely different from your day-to-day advocacy, not just professionally, but perhaps even personally?
Personally, I don't mix up my professional life with personal life. However, I take it as a professional issues only as far as profession is concerned. So professional challenges are treated as professional way. So there is nothing on personal like anything like that. Experience is only professional and it is based on case to case, and each case has its own challenges. And our job is to represent or present the client's case to the best of our ability and try to get a favorable order. And mostly we get a favorable order. It depends on case merits also and our research on the subject. Then we get a good answer, and I'm having a good track record of that.
So, how was being Senior Special Public Prosecutor by the CBI? The experience was like professionally.
The case on merits, we deal with it, and as far as possible, we try to convince the honorable judges and get a good order.
Okay. But I'm sure the level of accountability you carried and how you handled it with such clarity and conviction would have really given a rare window into what the role truly entails. All right. So continuing our conversation, Mr. Vinesh, I can't help but think about how the landscape itself is evolving, especially with more emphasis on resolution over litigation. Given your academic ground in ADR and real world legal experience, what future do you personally see for mediation and arbitration in the Indian legal ecosystem? And do you think we are truly ready to embrace it?
We are in the process of embracing it, but definitely it is picking up. Mediation and arbitration is definitely picking up, and major commercial transactions are basically on arbitration and mediations, but it has to percolate further down so that masses are not involved in arbitration and masses in the sense common man. But as far as major commercial transactions are there, they are being doing good as far as arbitration and mediations are concerned, and encourageable also. It is in the process of evolving.
That's such a valuable lens, Mr. Vinesh.
Yeah.
It's encouraging to hear that kind of grounded optimism from someone who has seen the system up close.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. So, Mr. Vinesh, with the kind of clarity and vision you just shared, I can only imagine the value your insights bring to those just starting out. So, if you were sitting down with a young law graduate stepping into their first courtroom, what's one mistake you would gently caution them against? Something you have seen too often, but no, can be avoided with the right mindset.
It is called court craft also. We have to understand the judge and the way he is receiving our case or way he is posing queries. Try to answer those things and not to, like sometimes what happens, we prepare for a case in a certain line of action. We go there, but maybe judge is not receiving our line of action. So we have to adjust it, and it is like on-time adjustment for ourselves. And mostly I see our colleagues are juniors, which they come with a fixed line of arguments, but they do not notice the way the judge is reacting. So that there we have to adjust on ourselves.
Absolutely. And that's gold, Mr. Vinesh. It's the kind of wisdom that only comes from experience. So, after such an accomplished legal journey, one can't help but wonder what's next for you, Mr. Vinesh. Are there aspirations you still hold close, maybe in terms of stepping into more strategic or boardroom roles? We would love to hear what's keeping you inspired as you look ahead.
That's what, basing on my experience, now I want to enter the boardrooms so that I feel what reacting with my clients when they come to me with some legal issues, that there is a little gap or experience between what happens in the court and what is there in the boardroom or on administration side. I think there is little understanding to be there on the boardroom side. So I feel that I can fill up that because I know I have an experience of what the things are being or how the things are handled at the court level. So that gap, I hope that I can fill.
So, Vinesh, hearing you talk about the future with such grounded intent makes me think about the evolving expectations corporates face today.
Yeah.
Given your deep exposure to company law, what trends in corporate governance do you think modern businesses need to stay especially alert to? Not just from a compliance angle, but from a values and leadership standpoint too.
Values and leaderships, as you like, everybody talks about it. We should have ethos, and more especially maybe now because of this Sindoor and Operation Sindoor and all, we are more lean to the patriotic feelings. So on. Earlier, maybe it was social responsibility. Now it is also should have in a country or patriotic responsibility also in dealing in the corporate sector also. So not only social, but now in the perspective of the national security, the corporates have to have some policy towards the security of the country also because of the now sentiment which is going on at present. Maybe that has to be continued. So apart from social responsibility, which corporates are doing well, a little blend towards are inculcating patriotic feelings among the employees, or it may also help the company also for their loyalty and faithfulness.
Absolutely, Mr. Vinesh. That's a real eye opener. The way you connected governance to deeper business values, not just checklists, really hits home.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, Mr. Vinesh, I would love to hear a bit about your journey with Directors Institute. What inspired you to join, and how has the experience shaped or supported your professional outlook so far?
As I said, I was looking for an opportunity and also diverting my field, not totally off the legal, but from the court practice to something else. Then I came along with the Directors Institutes, and I'm really very happy that I could be part of it or I could even identify it. And I'm really grateful for the institution that it is also it has developed my uh, professional knowledge also on that. When I completed my course, I, for that I am grateful for that. I'm also looking forward. I may further journey about the Director Institutes. So really a very good initiation from the Director Institutes.
That's wonderful to hear, Mr. Vinesh. It's always heartening when a learning experience resonates that deeply, and hearing how it's complemented your journey really speaks to the impact of the program. So, thank you so much. And that brings us to the close of yet another insightful episode of FaceTime with Leaders, brought to you by Directors Institute. Mr. Vinesh, it's been an absolute honor having you with us today. Your reflections on the law, leadership, values, and the evolving face of corporate responsibilities have not just informed, but truly inspired. So, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you, Mr.
And to our audience, we hope today's conversation gave you more than just knowledge. We hope it offered perspective. Until next time, keep leading with integrity, stay curious, and never stop learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sunny. Thank you.